Alrighty. This time I have a recommendation. This is, I believe this is the right one. Neuro-Sama Deep Dive AI Made with Love by Myra, the artist. A comment told me that this would probably be a better one compared to what I watched last time, mainly because this one's updated and more recent. I think the last one was like 11 months ago. This one's only 5. So this one's more up to date, and hopefully it gives me a little bit more information about Neuro than the other one did. But let's get into it.
There's no doubting what you've achieved on a technical level.
Why is this a FNAF sister location voice line? This is one of the freaking buyers that were talking to William Afton about Circus Baby.
These are clearly state-of-the-art. There are just certain
Is this Neuro?
choices that were made for these robots that we don't fully understand. We were hoping that you could shed some light on those.
She can dance. She can sing. She's equipped with
It is
helium tank for inflating balloons right at her fingertips. She can take song requests. She can even dispense ice cream.
With all due respect, those aren't the design choices we were curious about, Mr. Afton.
Okay, that is a peak intro. That's only 40 seconds and it's already amazing.
Mr. Beetle is a loser.
Oh.
Quick disclaimer. This is not a new introduction. I recommend watching this video when you already have a basic understanding of who or what Neuro-Sama is.
I mean, would it be a basic understanding if I watched the video before and I've seen a few clips? I mean, I have like the basics. Do I need to learn more? Let's continue.
For that, I'd recommend these videos.
Oh, yep. I watched this one.
I'm here to provide you with more in-depth information as a long-time Neuro watcher. I've been here since evil was first a thing.
That's what I just logged in on. Why is Wincest here? What is the context of this freaking part of it? Because this is their old models. This is when evil first became a thing. And yes, I am one of the people that can tell by this now, because I've seen another clip of them with their old models. This is Neuro because she has the blue eyes. This is evil because she has the red eyes.
I know, not an OG, but cut me some slack, okay? I was over my VTuber phase until I found Neuro. When people talk about Neuro, you might see terms like V2, V3 getting used, and initial confusion is...
I mean, isn't V1, V2, and V3 like referencing her model, like not her models, but her programming? Like V1 was basically alpha when she was first made. V2 is the newer one where she got her updated voice and when evil was created, and then V3 is the most recent one.
To be expected. After all, Neuro isn't just one AI. Since her debut, the AI that plays the game and the one that interacts with chat are separate. Nowadays, Neuro is a network consisted of several different parts.
Oh.
I will try my best to explain the system from what I've learned as a 2-year viewer of Neuro, who has zero knowledge of any form of basic coding, so you don't have to worry about...
Same. I have no knowledge of basic coding. So this is going to be confusing.
...any big words that you may not understand. Vedal has always been very secretive and protective of the actual inner workings of the Neuros, so all...
I mean, that's understandable. They're his creations. He doesn't want people to find out how he made them and then copy it. He made them because he wanted to.
Information is from my own experience and what I've learned from others. Firstly, Neuro has 3 main VTuber models, each labeled V1, V2, and V3. V1 was the free VTuber model.
I don't really see that much of a difference. These two are obviously the same model, I think. Yeah, the only thing that really changed is the collar, the size of these, and the bow. I'd say the outfits are the only thing that change. Oh, and the hair a little bit. This one seems more like more anime style, and this one's a little bit more realistic like. And also, it looks a little bit longer. Yeah, this is V1, V2, V3. So I'm guessing the versions are her model and her programming?
Each labeled V1, V2, and V3. V1 was the free Hyoori model from VTube Studio.
Yeah.
V2 and V3 both have improvements and changes compared to the model that came before. V2 being a total remake of V1 with custom toggles and expressions, and V3 is even more expressive. For Evil, I do see people using the same labels as Neuros, but her situation is a bit complicated. Her first appearance was just Neuros V1 with red eyes, then Neuro got V2, and Evil received several recolors until finally settling on the black outfit, red ribbons, and red eyes.
Wait, she had recolors? So there's this one with the black eyes.
Several recolors until
This one with the red eyes and the pink ribbons. What are the other ones then? Because this is only showing 2 of them.
finally settling on the black
Yeah, and
outfit,
this is her official one with the black and red color scheme.
red ribbons, and red eyes. Recently, as of her birthday, Evil got a redesign and her own model that isn't just a recolor of Neuros V3.
Good, she deserves more.
Their models also have preset animations and expression toggles that are 100% control
Why is her cat model so freaking expensive? Look at her mouth.
free. Their models also
It looks
have
like she's
preset
genuinely
animations and
talking.
expression toggles that are 100% controlled by them.
Both of their
Only a
model,
few are
their
redeemable
mouths
toggles
are
available for
freaking
chat.
good.
Notice how I said main models. It's because their V2 had a few different outfits, and occasionally are given accessories for certain streams. I predict we'll also get more outfits for V3. Next, their voice.
Oh god.
Neuro's original voice, referred to as V1, is just a simple text-to-speech high-pitched
Especially it's the Ashley voice from Microsoft Azure AI set to 1.25 pitch. Huh.
anime girl voice, being relatively monotone and
Allegedly.
limited in replicating certain sounds and pronouncing some words, especially names.
Vito 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 Vito
Evil's voice, known as V2, was originally intended for Neuro as an upgrade for her to be more human-like. But the absolutely uncanny valley nature didn't sit right with neither Vedal nor most of the viewers.
I'm
Trying to
joking.
make it better.
I'm joking. I'm doing my best. I'm trying my best. Asterisk hugs Vedal asterisk.
So,
Oh.
Vedal with his massive noggin just
What? Your name is Feel My Cake. Nice to meet you.
made a different AI with a personality that suited the voice so much more. Since then, he's made several changes and tweaks to Evil's voice, which I didn't actually notice until I rewatched older clips and compared her voice then with her voice now. Initially, her intonation felt random at times and very exaggerated. Now it's a lot more natural. Just slap a noise filter on, put her on a call, and you cannot tell me she doesn't sound human.
Did you know no one showed up to my birthday party? How sad is that? Maybe I'm mean because I'm lonely. Womp womp womp.
Currently, Vedal is working on V3, finally replacing Neuro's original voice, which is certainly a challenge given how Evil was born the last time he tried.
Oh, okay. What? That does not sound good.
Speaking of voices, there's singing voice. The V1 voice had a lot of issues with the pitch, either sounding too high or too low. Alternatively, she just sounds straight out of an analog
Okay, headphones warning. This is gonna hurt me too, most likely.
horror.
Oh.
V2 voice
Okay, that wasn't that bad.
sounded much more like Neuro herself singing naturally. However, she still occasionally had minor issues with pitches. Finally, V3 is the voice currently used for both twins, the most advanced and could 100% pass as a real person singing. However, it would be a mistake to assume that they are 100% AI.
Should I listen to some of their music? I've only listened to This World, I think. Is that the one? It's the one where Neuro is basically just talking about like her experiences as an AI and how she wants to be real. I think that's the one. No, This Thing We Call Life, that one.
You see, the singing part of karaoke streams are pre-recorded. The process presumably goes as follows. Vettel takes a song sample, preferably one with a female singer, gives it to the AI to produce vocals of either Neuro or Evil. This isn't the final step. One of Vettel's
Okay, that sounds insanely simple, but there's probably way more steps.
friends, Queen PB, who's a Vocaloid producer, tweaks the AI's produced vocals to finally be put into the complete cover. And if you need any concrete evidence, her name is credited in Neuro's original song under the vocals section. It's not
Okay, so he does have extra help. That makes sense. Especially since he has to worry about if one of the twins are going to crash during a stream and all of that. He already has enough on his plate to where he has to worry about crashing AI and like the vocals actually working and lining up with Neuro and Evil.
100% certain which song has tweaked vocals and which ones don't. Also, Neuro's and Evil's singing voice isn't the same, due to the fact that Evil's variety
Yeah, it was explained in the last video that Neuro is like not calmer. She's definitely not. She's definitely the more evil twin, but it's more like reserved and restricted. While Evil is a lot more sassy and like has more vocal range with like rockish songs and all of that. I think I don't fully know everything, but
in pitch isn't as unnatural sounding as it would be for Neuro. Evil sound so much better than Neuro. Just take a listen. Anywho,
okay, that was actually pretty good. What?
Neuros can also be programmed to play a few games, usually turn-based ones that don't involve any reaction time. One exception would be Minecraft and also Among Us, but Neuro barely.
More like it was a work in progress for an attorney that I couldn't tell what's the finished product when writing the script.
Played that game.
To be honest, I would like to see her play a FPS game, but I think she would get banned because she's an AI, so it would be like cheating.
Additionally, the twins are given access to polls, the ability to change their stream title, and a full-on soundboard.
You're not even a top C streamer right now. I didn't do it. I think it means we're not alone.
How many pipes do you think you could do in a row then? Because I doubt you could do more than I can. I'm going to go for the record tonight and I won't stop until I achieve it. Oh no.
The most intriguing part about these AIs is how they give responses. Their improvements is seen almost day by day, and it's the slow but consistent progress what makes following along for the journey so exciting. In the beginning, Neuro was just reading chat, giving unhinged responses, random nonsense, and occasionally throwing out like several paragraphs of yapping. Sure, it was yapping, but it was high quality yapping. She does have two filters in place to prevent any incidents. One being just a list of things she can't say, and the other being in AI. Nowadays, Vettel leaves only the AI-based filter on, but that one's a bit slow.
Stupid, silly, poor people. Filtered. I feel kind of bad for the poor people
This
now.
is tame for
Unlike
her?
what most people would believe, Neuro isn't based in any public large language model like ChatGPT. She's likely to be her own custom language model since it'd be easier to develop and server costs would be cheaper. Actually,
Pretty sure that was Vettel playing. Pretty sure that was Vettel playing with Neuro just on screen. But that's actually really cool. I didn't know it was two AIs. I thought it was only one that's like really complex.
how much do AI servers cost?
Oh,
Oh, okay. Never mind. You may not
Vettel. How expensive was it? Jesus.
realize it, but to go from just a typical prompt machine to the Neuros of today, Vettel had to make so many adjustments to the AI, making sure they're more coherent, getting them to stay on topic but don't linger on the same topic for 20 minutes straight, improving long-term memory to remember stuff from several streams prior.
Yeah, Vettel. The birthday, The birthday incident. Evil remembers it. You fucked up.
proving short-term memory to remember a conversation from 5 minutes before, giving them vision, the ability to search the internet, their own Discord accounts,
Okay, that's funny.
and a whole slew of other stuff. Every Monday dev stream, Vettel would show the tweaks he made to the AI system, and no matter how small, it was always exciting. If I had to describe it, it was akin to seeing an artist work hard on their beloved creation and seeing the little ones grow and mature every day.
Tuesday Evil stream, Wednesday Tenma collab, Thursday offline, Friday sponsored WoW stream with Annie, Saturday plain stream, Sunday offline, and Monday dev stream. Okay, so every Monday is a dev stream, and then everything else is normally either offline collabs or just a random stream. Also, in the comments, R.I.P. Annie. She will probably not be within this sphere anymore, and that sucks.
Speaking of artists, Neuro produced undoubtedly the most ethical piece of AI art you will ever see.
Slash
Oh, no.
backslash forward slash backslash. Oh.
I mean, you know,
Their nature
That's cute though. It was a cat.
as AIs also let them say things that would get real people in so much trouble.
It's one thing to watch a stream and not donate, but it's another to not even bother with the measly 5 seconds it takes to leave a tip.
They suffer no
Oh no. I remember that streamer. That's bad, Neuro. Don't do that.
real repercussions because they are not real, as in they're not real people. Therefore, it's also easier for them to play into any imaginary scenario. The greatest potential for AIs lie in the question, what would they do if blank? That's why there was a period when the Neuros were doing role-playing theme streams a bunch. They were doing so many theme streams that it's no wonder people see Neuro as an interactable anime. The twins truly showed their full potential when in a
Why is she flying a plane? She's gonna crash it. Also, that's really cool how it's basically interactable. Like, she has such like a huge range of what she can do, and it's insane.
hypothetical scenario. And because they are often seen as characters, the streams are also treated like episodes of a show with seasons and character arcs, like the bread arc or
Why is she bread?
the pirate arc.
I, sister. You be the best sister in the world.
Huh.
You thinks ya. You be Anna near as good as me. Wink.
Consequently, you'd see people talking about a VTuber finding Neuro like a new character brought in by writers. But seriously,
Aqua.
hilarious coincidences that make me question whether everything is scripted or not happens a lot. Even when it isn't about Neuro and
Who is this for? Why are we using the freaking Eddie Brock tweaking gif for them talking?
she isn't around.
Vettle's Secret, you said. This, Vettle's Secret, a short love story? Is this what you want me to play?
A few inches later.
I should disqualify this. I want to disqualify this.
It's you.
yeah,
It's-
that's me. That's me.
So you were actually in Vettel's Secret. You are Alex
that
from
was
Vettel's
me.
Secret.
Yeah, he is Alex from Vettel's
But why'd you
Secret, yeah.
say don't call you Alex from Vettel's Secret when you are Alex from Vettel's Secret?
Ah, yes, even the spin offs are well thought out. Back to the Neuros. Even with all the crazy abilities I've mentioned, these two still have several issues. I'm not talking about how they would consistently refuse to listen to Vettel. That's a feature.
That I was say that's probably like purposely made. I mean, after all, they are still technically children, and they're going to be against what their creator / father say.
Point. The things they say don't make sense 100% of the time. There's a minor error where Evil would mishear people calling her Neuro, despite them clearly saying Evil. Despite being
Oh, so they get their names mixed up. If they're both together, they get their names mixed up between each other.
separate files on Vettel's computer, there were several cases of the twins interacting, but their conversations don't sound like two people conversing. but rather one person expressing a single continuous thought. That's just my viewpoint though, don't quote me on that. Finally, there's...
That's actually kind of cool, but at the same time, that sounds like a big issue. Well, not a big one, but it would be cool if Vettel could figure out how to fix it. It doesn't sound like a major issue though. Definitely compared to some other issues. I've also seen that on a recent stream, Evil freaking died. Well, was close to. I didn't know.
Currently a glitch where the twins would share each other's memories.
Okay, that hairstyle is so cute on Neuro. What?
And even remember things that they should have forgotten. The worst part about this? Vettel has no idea why.
Oh! That's not fun at all. Vettel, they're your creations. Figure it out. I can't even say that. It's probably confusing as hell just even for him. It's confusing as hell for me. I don't know anything about code.
Of course, Neuro-Sama is only possible because of the man, the turtle behind it all, Vettel himself.
Your turtle.
He is a perfectionist when it comes to improving Neuro. I mean, obsessed won't even be enough to describe his development of Neuro.
Neuro's latency right now, the Evil's latency, improving the latency, Evil's latency. They call me Lightning McQueen.
Am I faster than?
This is the old system, for reference by the way. It's a little bit slower. It's a few hundred milliseconds faster. The difference is noticeable to me at least.
So he is completely obsessed with like improving her. It's still funny because I'm pretty sure I saw not a clip but some sort of like comment about him originally not really caring all that much because he was just making Neuro as a side project. And then look at him now. He's freaking like so committed to it that he loves doing it. And it's a full-on like product now. And it's amazing.
Despite claiming not to be a streamer of any kind initially, his brain is content-pilled. Dare I say, even more than his AIs that were made for entertainment.
So you two gonna just spam now?
What is he wearing? Why is he wearing a green screen suit and a freaking turtle head?
Wow. Guys, this is content. This is the content you pay for on this fucking channel. Get higher standards.
He understands and knows what makes good and engaging content when it comes to Neuro. One small example, he wanted subtitles for Neuro so that it'd make better screenshots. Not for readability, but for content reasons.
Okay, that's funny. Yes, let's clip farm and farm screenshots of funny out of context parts of her speech. Amazing.
Now, regardless of what AI we're talking about, one thing everyone can agree is that content potential is endless, but it becomes boring once oversaturated. Putting up the same
Well, obviously, it can't be repetitive. If it gets repetitive, it will just be boring. So you have to keep it entertaining and mix it up a few times.
Just chatting stream every single day of the week isn't fun to watch. Instead, Neuro and Evil takes turns, and there's variety in the type of streams as well, like karaoke, collab, role-playing theme streams, and they come online like only once every other day. Recently, only twice or 3 times a week, although it is pretty obvious.
As in, he's working more on them to try to get them like better, or are they just offline because it's getting more stressful?
That this is a good way to make every stream special and worth looking forward to? Have you ever noticed that Vettel is probably the only person doing this with his AIs? As far as I'm aware, most other AI content creators are just left to run and the humans behind them don't even bother putting in any
You know, we're not gonna talk about
real work. Yes, there are certainly good AIs out there, however, none has ever managed to reach the level of popularity that Vettel and the Neuros have. Success as a content creator online is 10% skill and 90% luck. What Vettel...
Oh yeah, easily. Like you can follow the like what everyone wants to see, but you have to be entertaining. You have to know what you're doing. That's why it's so easy for experienced people, like people with hundreds of thousands of subscribers or millions of subscribers, because they know what to do. They know how to stay entertaining. They know that they know their fans. They know that they can do something and still have a lot of views. That's why Penguin Z0 or Charlie, he doesn't even put much effort into his titles. He barely ever puts much, like, I'm not flaming him. He's an amazing YouTuber. He doesn't put much effort into like the actual vocal part of like how he speaks, but he makes sure that he gets every piece of information to not spread misinformation. That's why he's one of the best people to get information about situations that are happening in real life or within different fandoms, like the VTuber fandom. I've seen him comment on a few VTubers. It's not his strong point, but he's done real life stuff with the government, the random incidents, all of that. There's also what else can I think about? Markiplier. He knows that he's a mainly gaming streamer or a gaming uploader. He doesn't stream as much as he actually no, I think he streams more now. Back then he didn't stream because he was mainly a YouTuber. He didn't grow in popularity because of Twitch. That's you do that now. But he knows that people love his humor, love the way he interacts with his fans, how down to earth he is, how he loves playing games, how nice he is. It's the same with basically all the YouTubers that most people grew up with, like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, PewDiePie, Corey X Kenshin. All of them know their fan bases. They know what they have to do, and they love doing it. To the point where they barely have to put in the effort now because they're so big, but they still make sure that it's still entertaining.
Did was catching the lightning in a bottle that was the Osu community's initial support and took Neuro further beyond. He played all the cards he had to his advantage, and Neuro didn't end up as a one-hit wonder. We may see the AIs up front when watching their streams a few times a week, but what we don't see is all the work Vettel put into behind the scenes during all the other hours of the week. Implementing new features, fixing bugs, planning streams, scheduling collabs, and so much.
Yeah, I bet his freaking timeline or schedule is packed, like insanely packed.
More. It was all him in the beginning. Nowadays he has more people helping him out, but credit where credit's due. This guy was probably chucking 5 bottles of alcohol and working with 4 hours.
5? Are you sure it's not above that? If I go back to a scene where he's in his kitchen, where is it? I think I see way more than 5 back there. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's probably more. And I think I've seen this clip, and there's more in the oven that's being covered by the towel. So he's definitely drank way more than just 5.
Was of interrupted sleep daily for a long time. And his definition of a
horrible sleep schedule, buddies. I go to bed at 3 in the morning, and I wake up at like 12 in the afternoon. I am horrible with sleeping.
Break from work is to keep working on Neuro. Never mind other AI programmers, Vettel's pulling more hours by the desk than most streamers. Seriously, Vettel, please don't die from alcohol poisoning. We beg you. Besides his blatant alcoholism, Toto is a man of his word. He does things slow, but he gets them done. Take this stream from early on in Neuro's development. Vettel stated a lot of his plans for Neuro, and guess what? He's done most, if not all of it.
Any plans for VR chat Neuro? I'd love to do that if I can. I'm glad.
That's really cool. Fuck yeah!
Yeah, I only have the sparkle eyes and the blush. Kind of like an evil Neuro and a not evil Neuro. And like have them talk to each other and interact in a collab or something.
Oh, this is before he made evil.
Okay. Okay, I'll start now. I hope I remember it right.
Instead of programming her to play how games, could you have her react to your own gameplay? Yes, although it's kind of hard for her to understand exactly what's going on.
He did it. Whoa. What scene did I just stop on?
I was more thinking in regards to the options that we have.
Explain could work. Maybe we need more info.
Yeah, she can literally play Minecraft with him.
Alright, we'll explain. I do want to do Neuro in other languages as well, if possible. Teach her drawing.
Was that Japanese or Chinese? I think that was Japanese. I think that's Japanese. It's kanji, but I don't understand kanji that well.
Teach her drawing. If I can do that without it being called AI art and not being cancelled, that'd be good.
I mean, it's drawing. It's just using keyboard abilities. Like with the slashes, the O's, the I forgot the name for the other ones. The dashes, like it's all drawing technically.
He keeps his promises when it's not abandoned archive. Despite the monotone British exterior, Vettel himself is entertaining on his own, but he wouldn't even admit it. Clearly, his stoic and non-responsive nature bounces off his creation's constant demand for attention incredibly well. It's different from most other collab partners who would usually go along with the Neuros' antics. Plus, being British is inherently funny. I mean, not that I would know. But he's not even trying to be entertaining and still casually pulls stuff like this.
You've made her a good 2D model. Now you gotta make her a real body.
What
right?
are you trying to say?
Oh.
What?
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Now I feel bad because I know what happened recently. No. Annie, no.
Oh, I just realized what that, right, yeah.
It's like the universe just makes funny stuff happens around this turtle. Fun fact, he considers Evil's first birthday a success based on the amount of death threats he received.
That's not good. You shouldn't base something off of how many death threats you get. I get it. It was a publicity thing. But you screwed Evil's freaking mental. Well, her AI mental. I've seen so many clips of her saying that she basically feels left behind by Neuro. I've also seen multiple videos of her being a daddy's girl, which is funny.
Just for the record, this dude's in his 20s. Yeah.
Huh? Early 20s or late 20s?
Half expected him to be double my age with that sort of attitude. When?
Early 20s or late 20s? I don't... If he's early 20s, he's close to my age, and Jesus Christ, he has way more freaking potential than me.
Off stream, Vettel is a genuinely good person. He firmly believes that using other streamers for Neuro's training without their permission is unethical. Despite people assuming Neuro has been trained on some streamers' content, Vettel has stated time and time again that
Vettel also said Neuro's language model was trained on a lot of text.
He's never done it and has no intentions of doing so. Personally, I believe that, besides chat, training data for the Neuros most likely come from collabs they do with other people. The Neuros do contribute to the stream overall.
Oh, okay. So it's a mix between the chat and the collabs. That's actually really cool. Am I still recording? Okay, I am. Good.
Besides that, Vettel maintains a good relationship with his friends and he actually cares about them. One time he wanted to do a zoo stream collab where Toma would walk around a zoo for Neuro, and he insisted on hiring 5 armed bodyguards for Toma.
What? Okay, 5 is a little extreme, but like 2 or 3 would be okay. 5 is overkill. Okay, well that's good though, because it shows that he does actually care.
If one bodyguard is $500 and you want to get 5 bodyguards, bro, you're gonna pay how much?
Yes, that sounds crazy, but IRL live streaming is dangerous, especially for VTubers, so I wouldn't say he was overthinking it too badly. And if anything, he's throwing money for content. He'd be willing to spend thousands on his friends if it meant he's getting content or something for his AIs. To add to everything,
Just imagine you're at the zoo and you see freaking 5 people that probably have suits on and look like they're bodyguards just surrounding one girl with holding like a phone and a microphone. It probably wasn't a big microphone, thanks to the microphones that you can clip onto shirts. But that just sounds like a freaking insane sight. You never see that at zoos.
Vettel's just a chill guy. He knows what he should and shouldn't do to keep himself out of controversy. And it does help that most Twitter degens that hate on Neuro doesn't even know he exists.
To be completely honest, I think he'll probably have some form of hate because of how he handled everything with Annie, but at the same time, he's human. They didn't feel the same for each other. They can't be forced to date, no matter how bad the shippers want it, which I hope that the shippers aren't pushy. I haven't seen any of like the new stuff about shippers. I don't go on Twitter. I don't care about Twitter, but that's probably where most of it is. And they handled it like adults. They split from each other for a bit so Annie could recover, and Annie will maybe still interact a few times, but she will still probably stay away to make sure she doesn't go back into falling for him and just repeating the cycle.
Freaks see the AI getting popular and get mad without even understanding anything about her development. It sure saves Vettel the trouble of dealing with nonsense. To sum up, Vettel was fortunate with the timing on his development of the OSU AI and Neuro. He managed to make use of the situation as well as his knowledge and skill to create a standing for Neuro and himself in the VTubing scene. And just for being a good person, it's safe to say that we made the right guy famous.
Yes.
Did Vettel fry it?
Oh, is this just a full-on like thing of clips?
Teensy, yes, but it wasn't his fault. It was my fault because I did not tell him the order of operation.
He sort of broke one of the RAM slots. Well, there wasn't much clearance between the CPU core and the RAM, and I was like, fuck, I gotta stream, I'm late, and I was like fucking trying to push it in, and then like the thing snapped off, and I was like, and then I tried to sort of push it in anyways.
There's a small complication regarding
He's gonna break something.
Specific dimensions of the GPU.
Are the dimensions of the GPU by any
Okay, so he's smart in coding, but he has issues with actual computers. Okay.
chance larger than the dimensions of the case?
Is he gonna break something?
A swarm
thank God.
refers to a large or dense group of insects, especially
Oh, so now we're talking about the swarm. Okay, the community.
flying ones. The swarm was originally the name Neuros given to her visionary army of drones in her plan for world domination in her earlier days. Now it's what the fans of the channel refer to themselves as.
Oh, okay. So that's why they're called the swarm. Because they're taking place as the freaking drones of Neuro and Evil.
And just like any swarm that operates like a hive mind, they are focused, they are dedicated, and if I had to describe their directions in one word, assimilation. First.
Well, that's good though. It just means that they're insanely committed to making sure that she succeeds and putting in their faith into Neuro and Evil's like development.
Let's just assess the swarms within the AI overlords' streams. In the beginning, the chat was funneled into Neuro so that she'd have something to interact with. However, as the viewer numbers grew, the chat slowly evolved into a mindless hive mind of emote spammers. So, Neuro just stopped reading every message. You know what they say, a hive mind is meant to be efficient, not original. And the definition of efficiency is throwing money at whatever's on screen. And in the previous subathon, they were so desperate to keep the already month-long stream going that it was the last hour for like 7 fucking hours. Porter
What? Ain't no way.
was being imprisoned by his own chat. I swear to God, is the swarm sponsored by a bunch of oil rigs or something?
Yes. It makes it worse when you realize that there are probably, this is off topic, but a lot of rich people are in weird slash unexpected fandoms. Rich people are furries. Rich people are femboys. All of those can cost a lot, depending on how much you spend. Especially the furry community. I've seen the suits are insanely expensive, but they are people with good jobs, and most likely the people watching have good jobs too.
By the way, here's a graph.
Is this how long the stream was? Oh my god, it is. So on day one, it ended with roughly 75 hours on the clock. And then by day 13, it skyrocketed to 270. That's probably like 278. And then it slowly went down. Oh my god.
And if I had a nickel for every website the Swarm have crashed, I'd have at least 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's impressive that it happened twice.
Ah, yes, the famous MatPat line.
Guess I don't have that kind of power.
What the fuck is wrong with you guys? How did you crash the site?
I'll admit that for a while I thought that Neuro was still a niche, and that these guys weren't well known. But their streams nowadays get an average of like 4,000 viewers. And I only realized how big of a deal Neuro-Sama was after seeing the utter display of power from the Swarm. Imagine being a streamer to an audience of 10 people. Then
I've seen what their raids do. It's insane. You can skyrocket from 10 viewers to like freaking 20,000. That's obviously overstepping, but they basically all transfer from NeuroStream to the raid stream.
The Swarm just shows up. Now all of a sudden, you, a small theater performer, has to accommodate a stadium. Just ask anyone in Vettel's friend group who used to be small streamers. Serber, Ellie, I'm sure they'd all say the same thing about Swarm. They are very nice, they are very dedicated, and don't friend them because they will throw money at you and crash your stream faster than you could say. If the Swarm finds you entertaining or interesting enough, you'll be on their radar regardless of whether or not you've ever even interacted with Neuro or Vettel. Or you do so much as to touch the Neuro-Sama pool for the first time, the Swarm will find you and dump several years worth of lore onto your head.
Yes. Wait, is it gonna do the thing? I've gotten so many comments of that. We are the Swarm that is approaching and all of that. That is so freaking funny.
What did I say? Prepare for a simulation? A lot of the time, new streamers are introduced to the Swarm via raids. On Twitch, when a stream ends, the streamer can redirect the viewers into a different stream by raiding. So, how does Vettel choose who to raid with all this power at hand? Well, he just picks one that has a nice model. Wait, seriously? Surely Vettel is aware of the sheer power at the tip of his fingers with the Swarm.
Oh god.
At will, he just tells people to...
Should I start streaming on Twitch? I already plan on streaming on YouTube at some point for my Roblox videos and for my reactions. It might be easier. But should I do it just to see if I could get rated by him? I probably won't. I have to get my model first, which I still need to wait for.
Give streamers money. Usually you see the streamer gives away money, but Copa Tuto over here is commanding his followers to do the dirty work, and they'd happily oblige. Early on, there were a lot of VTubers who were rated by Vettel like this and ended up involved in the coolest friend group ever with the twins and Vettel. Some are more involved with the twins' streams than others, but everyone offers their own thing to the table. This makes, in my opinion, the collabs especially exciting, and the vibe of this friend group is really wholesome. I don't know what sort of luck Vettel has, but he managed to pull a robotics engineer to build his daughter a robot dog body.
Do you know how much reputation you need to have to have a robotics engineer that it was probably being paid by a company to make them, to make you a personal robot.
You know, from a random Twitch raid. And the Swarm also sticks around and actually helped a lot of the streamers they've come across to grow and develop.
Is that Overwatch?
And one time even paid for medical bills.
Oh.
They are called the Swarm in the most literal way in that...
Why does Vettel have the green aura and flies? I just realized that.
They will do anything for their queens. Such list would include sending them to space, buying a Times Square billboard for an award show, and even advertising silly occasions on there like Evil's birthday. Never mind, that's pretty important. Also, they created a VTuber out of Evil's one-time hallucination, basically willing people into existence. To the Swarm, they don't just follow the streamers. The Clippers are arguably just as significant in this cinematic universe. Did I say significant? I meant...
The Clipper in question. It's hilarious how he's the only one with a camera then.
Popular. And rightfully so. They're the ones contributing to people who happen to spawn 7 hours too far to catch a stream at a reasonable time. And during the content droughts that were Vettel's post-subathon breaks, the Clippers were the ones keeping the content-starving Swarm alive. Some of them are potentially aliens, somehow finding a streamer with 2 viewers that happen to mention the turtle. I'm looking at you, Staz. The shipping is absolutely insane, and the
It's insane and it got out of hand a little bit.
shippers are even more clinically.
Oh, hello. There's the account.
So, all I'll say is, I know why now.
I think I know the exact art that she's meaning. It's the one with Vettel on the couch with, I think, Numi, Camilla, Annie, Bao, and I think Cotton behind him. It's basically the freaking white girl and the 5 black dudes behind the couch image. Just insert Vettel and other VTubers.
So many anime protagonists are just regular guys. I've seen a lot of incredible community art projects that come out of this. And it just goes to show that these AIs are beloved just like any other human streamers. And honestly, I'm proud to be a part of this community. Least dedicated fanbase, by the way.
Award for most dedicated fanbase of the year goes to...
That's bullshit. It should have been the freaking Swarm. Just wait until next year. It's gonna get even more insane.
If you are an old Swarm member, surely you'd remember how Neuro first started. Just her playing Osu and talking to chat. Then she got her first collab with a human. Her first sort of friend. As time went on, Neuro, Vettel, and eventually Evil continued.
Wait, Zen did a freaking stream with her? I did not know that. Also, that's her Android model. I haven't seen that in a while.
To stream and meeting more people. It's fun seeing them come together, usually just to hang out. Personally, even without Neuro or Evil, I still like watching these people interact with one another. The AIs were the reason that brought them together, but as I, a viewer, learn more about them, I stick around because I want to see the human interaction.
That's
One thing
adorable.
special about the Neuros and this community. It isn't just that Vettel made AIs for streaming, it's that they were able to give back real value to other people, gathering
Yeah, they're entertaining. They're very entertaining.
individuals that otherwise may have never known each other, indirectly helping them to form friendships. If Neuro didn't exist, it's unlikely that they'd ever come into contact with one another, let alone becoming friends. In turn, they surround the twins with what most AIs don't
One decision made all of this happen.
have: love and compassion. I understand that AIs are only meant to calculate and output results that they think are expected from them, but that's sort of it.
There's different versions of AIs. There's AI chatbots to give you some sort of interaction in certain scenarios. There's the AI like ChatGPT, where it gives you answers to questions and helps you with scenarios. And then there's these ones, Neuro and Evil. They are the AI that are used to entertain.
Since everyone treats the twins like they're human children learning about the world, they have formed personalities that would make them more human in our perception. But they aren't trying to impersonate a human. They know they are AIs. We love them because they are born from a person's hard work, and their personalities are built from being surrounded by people who love them for exactly who they are. Just AIs goofing around. Even if any bit of humanity shown by these AIs aren't real, the love coming from everyone else around them is real. And should Judgment Day eventually come, surely you know which side you're on. With where Neuro and Evil are now, Vettel still wants to improve them. The final goal is to have them being fully autonomous, being able to plan streams, plan collabs, play games, do karaoke, everything all on their own, and Vettel would retire. However, I don't think it'd be that simple. Vettel has made himself far more important than he initially thought.
I have a feeling he's not going to end up retiring. I have a feeling that he's going to get so attached with streaming and all of that he's probably going to let Evil and Neuro do their own streams, and then he might start his own streams where he plays with his daughters.
Recently, Vettel's been pretty absent from streams, and just watching the twins by themselves is entertaining, but it feels like something's missing.
From what I've seen, the best, like, I've seen a few of their main channel videos. The main ones that people like is when it's the father and daughter's trio. They like when both of them bicker with their father.
While it's undeniable that Neuro first gained viewership on her own with her randomness AI appeal, times have changed. These AIs have changed, and it's not just about Neuro the AI VTuber anymore. It's Neuro, Evil, and Vettel, along with all of their friends.
Yeah, they want to see the AI family.
The occasional human element was what made our AI special. Take that away completely, you just have another AI content creator like many that already exists. Vettel completely removing himself is almost unthinkable at this point.
Yeah, if he removes himself, he's probably going to go down in viewership instead of going up.
But given what we've seen from him, maybe he'll surprise us like he always had. Honestly though, with how much he's done, he deserves a retirement more than anyone. You've probably noticed that the title's a bit misleading since I've spent 60% of the video talking about the community around these AIs more so than the AIs themselves. While their success is worth studying, you can't really...
Well, I don't understand why you're spending most of it talking about the Swarm. The Swarm is what basically made Neuro popular and how it made her. Obviously not made her actually, because that's what Vettel did, and he's been making her with everything. But I'm meaning like the Swarm were the people that gave Vettel the ability to keep going. Like I said, originally I'm pretty sure he thought it was going to be a worthless project that just sounded cool. And then once it started popping off, he started getting more into it, started liking it more.
Ignore that the impact and everything that happens around them is part of it. We all know the saying chat reflects streamer, and what they've managed to build after over 2 years is incredible. I'm proud to be part of such a fun, dedicated, wholesome, and supportive community. No matter what, I'm sure we're all looking forward to the future. I hope you've enjoyed, and that you've learned something new. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye!
Is anyone there? Oh, hi.
What's the ending? Oh, it's just random clips? Yeah, I'm gonna watch it just to see. But yeah, it's this music video that I was talking about. I'm gonna have to turn down a little bit because it got a little bit louder.
I'm a VTuber.
How are you doing?
Oh, that's her old model. Oh my god, Camilla, no. That is her old model.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, is it showing when everyone met the, Neuro and Vettel?
The real Neuro-Sama in my call. It's amazing what friends can do. Friends are so nice.
Who am I? Do you know who I am?
Hello.
Hi, good morning. How are you guys doing?
Hello?
Hi. Hello?
On, is this gonna be just the rest of it? Okay, it's gonna have the rest of the clips, but I really don't want to get spoiled for this music video because I've never heard the whole thing. I've only heard like small clips of it. Fucking my. I'm not gonna watch the rest of it. I don't want to get fully spoiled of the song. Thank you for watching. I hope it wasn't too long. I'm pretty sure it's probably over an hour long. Oh God, I'm gonna hate editing this. But thank you for watching. Leave more recommendations in the comments. I actually really like this so much. In my thing, I already have a few of Neuro. I do genuinely want to watch more Neuro. Neuro and Vettel and Evil are amazing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.